We're gonna get this. Hold on 1 second here. Turn that down just a little bit so we don't have roosters crowing in our ears. Get the correct Discord here. Could everyone give me a check 1 2 one at a time? You know,
Check
starting-
1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 3 4.
All right, I need you to be louder.
Check 3 4.
There you go.
Say it with your whole chest.
Hannah, you're good.
Check. 1 2 3 4.
All right, everyone's in the green. Everyone's good. Everyone's peeking just a little yellow. That's fine. All right. So the last time you guys played, you fought for like 2 hours. You fought for your lives. And hold on. There we go. You fought this guy, the man who killed Brew's father, the necromancer. And you also killed this lady, his wife.
His wife.
You know, they were gonna get married, and you crashed the wedding. And I don't know about this ambiance. There's a lot of pig squealing. We'll see. We'll give it a little bit, and if I'm not digging it, we might have to find something else. We are in a city though, so I guess. And it is recovering because after you guys killed these 2 evil people, Alessandro of House Morin and what was his name again? Valeric, the necromancer. After you guys killed and buried them, the city kind of is like starting to go back to a little bit like normal, I guess we could say. It's not normal yet, but it's well on its way. The gang is kind of split up right now. I imagine the scenario like this, Nimin and Malara are pretty much the only ones who are like together at the safe house. They decided to help people and in their own ways. Malara with the clerics helping heal up some necrotic residue. And Nimin fencing rare valuables. Nimin, why don't you go ahead and roll me another D12 for me? We'll see what you found today.
Buck, buck, buck.
Just to give you some loot
Right,
from
the
that.
whole, yeah, the treats. 9.
All right. You found some more alchemical kits and are able to find a powerful alchemist in the trades ward who's willing to take it. Give yourself 200 gold.
Yeah. I
Um,
like gold.
Malara is, you know, she's in the safe house with you. You guys are probably going to go back to the safe house. And I'm assuming you both probably need a long rest after that fight. Malara, I almost murdered.
Yes.
I almost
Yeah.
literally
Yes.
deleted Malara with 50 damage. So,
Rude.
Lucian, meanwhile, Lucian is cloistered away. You hear that church bell ringing in the distance? That's where he is. But we're going to join Brunera, who is doing what? You left the group at night. What is it you wanted to get into? And then I kind of have something to, if what you got matches with me.
So Brew was gonna. She's kind of just like wandering around now because she feels a little lost.
Yeah.
But I think she ends up kind of like not in the safe house, but just outside of it. And she's just trying to figure out what to do next. Part of her is thinking that now that she's killed the guy that killed her father, she never felt like she could go back home because she let her father die. So part of her is wondering if now that she's redeemed herself, maybe she'd like to visit home again
Do a
for
little
the first time in like.
thinking about the return
years.
trip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're walking around in Waterdeep. you know, the night in Waterdeep is really damp. The cobblestone is slick from an earlier rain. And you're just kind of walking around alone through the trades ward on your way back to the safe house. And you hear your boots echoing against the shuttered shops and these empty stalls. The only sounds besides you are the steps, the large thump, thump, thump of synchronized marching. As you continue to walk, a squad of 3 watchmen turn the corner. Bronze visors reflecting torchlight, their polished steel frames move in eerie unison. Each step deliberate, too precise. As you see them, the civilians kind of like scatter around you, kind of like ducking in and closing shutters up. They're bowing their head and pressing against the walls. One watchman halts, its jointed neck turning unnaturally to fix its gaze upon you. Its voice crackles, hollow and metallic. You halt. Identify. And I have a photo resource here. We're going to open up this picture here. And drag this over here. Look, there you are.
It's me.
It's you.
I like the little speech bubble.
Yeah, it did a pretty good job. So we're gonna label this as a one-person skill challenge. You've got a
Oh,
lot
God.
a lot of choices here. What you want to do? If you want to, you know, talk to them, or you could do just about anything. If you want to give me a couple skills, or if you want to go straight into combat, we can do that too.
Well, I am still pretty hurt, so
Yeah, let me change this this up because I actually do not like the sounds of pigs being like murdered in the background. So let's see if we can find something here. Just do the long rest here. That sounds that sounds like it'd be nice.
Geico.
They still got the gecko. Jeez, just because it sounds kind of like Geico. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. All right. Skill challenge.
Okay, so I think first off, like, Brew would just ignore them. She doesn't want to deal with them, so she just say, fuck off, and just keep walking.
They are going to try to position themselves in front of you. They're going to try to like start to close off other avenues. They just want to know who you are, and they're just repeating identify.
Identify what? What do you want from me?
Identify.
Listen, you have no idea what I've just been through, so you either get the fuck out of the way, or we're gonna throw down.
Are you gonna, is that like an intimidation I hear?
What's an intimidation?
It kind of sounds like an intimidation. All right, give me a roll for that. We need 2 succeeds before 1 failure. What was that?
11.
Oof.
Mhm.
Oof.
She's out of it a little bit.
Yeah, they are going to like start to surround you a little bit more and reach out and tell you to are you holding a weapon? Because in the picture you're holding a weapon. So I'm just gonna ask, are you holding a weapon?
Not yet, she wouldn't be. No, it's still on her back.
He's going to reach for your wrist. Roll me in athletics if you don't want to get hit, or if you don't want to get grabbed.
Yeah, I want to try to dodge the grab. But... Would she try to run away? No, she wouldn't. Yeah, I'll just try to dodge it. That's a 16?
All right, you dodge out of the way of their grasp and push past them with sheer force. You escape, but they are going to make note of who you are. They like you can see them like scanning your face with their mechanical eyes, and like you can hear them like making reports about you as you leave. Before. Hold on here. So as you like run away from the watchman, you round a couple more corners and you're getting closer to the castle ward. You're getting closer to the safe house and to safety. You're realizing that even now the streets of Waterdeep are not safe. You know, it's the night is like starting to dusk a little bit, and there's a little bit of fog in the alleyways as you're like cutting in and out, and you hear a familiar rhythm though. You start to sense, you know, you're like paying extra attention to the sounds of the streets because you're listening for more watchmen. But you hear a familiar rhythm, the clank of armor and the shuffling of boots, but it's not the measured stomp of watchmen. This time it's slower, sloppier, human. Rounding the corner, you find them, a handful of weary city guards, men and women in dented armor, their cloaks frayed, posted on menial assignments outside of a warehouse. They look like nothing. They look nothing like the disciplined force that you once served with in Neverwinter. No proud eyes, no straight backs, just tired faces watching the world move past them. And do you walk past them or do you try to avoid them?
I think it's the first familiar thing she's seen in a while, so she's actually gonna kind of go up to them.
Yeah, go ahead.
And say, "How's it going, brothers?"
One middle-aged sergeant, he's got kind of gray stubble on his face. He's gonna notice you and laugh bitterly, and he's gonna say, you know, don't gawk. We're not the watchmen. We're just what's left.
I was Neverwinter.
He kind of perks up with that. He explains, you know, since the watchmen, they really haven't had any duty. They don't feel any pride. Most living guards have been sidelined, regulated to busy work, guarding empty warehouses, patrolling alleyways where nothing ever happens. He says that the city calls it efficiency, that us guards, we call it humiliation. We're pretty much broom hands with badges. But the pay still comes, and it's better than serving, and most take it. Or it's better than starving, and most take it.
You're still protecting people.
He nods solemnly and, you know, kind of like polishes his dirty badge a little bit. And he's going to look at you, kind of like sizing you up. You look like someone who, you know, knows what it means to stand on a post. Ever thought about coming back on the line? Maybe, you know, the watch might be crumbling, but the pay is steady, and we could use someone who remembers what this job was.
Right? If I wanted to. Not now, but in the future, where would I find you?
Come by the castle ward. I'm Sergeant Peters. You can ask for me by name. Peter
Hold out
Greyroot.
my hand. Say Brew. Peter
Brew.
Greyroot.
Yeah, Greyroot. Write that down. Peter
Literally
Greyroot.
am. Well, it's good to meet you, Pete. And you may see me again. I haven't really decided yet.
All right, and then after that, what would you do after that? You're close to the safe house. Would you stay nearby? Would you go back? Like, what's Bruce's mental state right now?
I think she'd pop into whatever kind of pub she could find nearby and have a beer by herself, doing her best to like avoid any conversation at all. Before going back to the safe house because she doesn't know where else to go.
Okay, take like a couple copper out of your inventory to pay for your booze and your time at the inn or the tavern. Okay, give me a second here. I think with that ending with Brew, you're basically gonna go back, but it's gonna be like morning by the time you get there because you've been out late.
Mhm.
So you're basically up all night, and during the day, sometime during the day, you'll come back. We're gonna do a meanwhile, like while all this is happening, Lucian. You've pretty well been cloistered in this temple. You understand it's your religious duty, but at the same time there is a bit of naivety to you. You're young, and perhaps you've overlooked an era of oppression. The bell of Waterdeep tolls solemnly, their deep notes rolling over the rooftops like thunder across the seas. Crowds gather in a wide square before the Temple of Tyr, a marble edifice flanked by banners of white and cobalt. The air is thick with incense and reverence, but also expectation. At the center of it all, beneath the statue of Tyr, with his uplifted scales and swords, stands Lucian Smith. The blue glow of his armor has faded since the battle, but the memory of it still lingers in the eyes of everyone present. Whispers follow him like shadows. The chosen of Tyr, the living flame, the miracle paladin. Clerics and acolytes surround him, their faces alight with awe. Some bow, some watch as though afraid. One senior priest lifts his voice to the masses. Behold, the one whose Tyr's judgment burned, a bright flame born in the forge of justice, tempered to purge evil from the city. You hear crowds erupt into cheers. But Lucian, you know the truth. You barely controlled it. The last time the blue fire burst forth from your chest, innocents suffered. The temple has not forgotten either. They have made it clear. Until you learn to master the flame, you cannot leave their sight. You feel a growing tension, a pressure building. Every word of praise heaped upon you is, you are a paladin. You're sworn to Tyr service. But you didn't ask to be caged, to be prated like a weapon or a saint. How would you feel about this? Like, what would be going through your head?
I'm embarrassed. I rather would stay in the background than be up front. I'd rather have my deeds speak and not be praised, just to do it for service. I think I would talk to the leadership behind closed doors that I don't deserve it, and I don't think it's good, and I don't think Tyr wants me to be paraded around. I think all the glory should go to Tyr, not me.
In private, you say that to him, and he says back, "Do not mistake humility for disobedience, boy. Tyr has chosen you. Whether you wished it or not, you are the bearer of this flame, and the flame must be tempered or quelched." He says,
Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
I understand that. I just don't believe that. I think it should be done in private, not in the public square.
You start to see admiration kind of turn to control. He says that you speak of freedom and of leaving these walls, yet outside the people already call you a saint. They already call you a prophet, someone who's chosen. You are no longer your own man, Lucian. You belong to Tyr and to them.
I've always belonged to Tyr ever since I was a wee lad and my parents raised me as such and promised me to Tyr, but I'm no figurehead, and I think my service to Tyr has to be on the front lines.
We could really use you as here in Waterdeep, though. You know, our influence only goes so far in the city, and with this, we could do so much along the Sword Coast.
I think there may be a time when that may be my role, but I don't think that's it right now. I don't believe Tyr has put it upon my heart for that to be my role.
He is he's gonna remind you of your current duty, though. He's gonna remind you of the people that you hurt. And he's going to attempt to kind of like emotionally manipulate you with that. Can you roll me a let me see here. Let me see. Can you just roll me a charisma check to see how well your resolve is?
Yeah. Oh, natural 20 plus I get +2.
You know that those things weren't your fault. And so you're not persuaded to stay, but he does remind you that until you can wield the blue flame without fear, you will remain in these walls, because a caged hawk still serves its purpose. Better that than to let it loose before it has learned how to control its talons.
I can accept that for a certain amount. I do have loyalties to my friends and to others to serve, and if they came a calling, I may have to answer. But yes, for now, I will stay and do what I need to do to serve not only Tyr but to serve this sanctuary.
He'll continue to frame any resistance as hearsay or weakness, and he's going to put you through the ringer right now. You're going to be taken down into the heart, where you will attempt to reactivate your flames and control it. We're just going to do a little skill challenge. Well, you give me 3 Arcana rolls.
All right.
And we need 2 successes before 1 failure.
Okay. 13.
All right.
15.
15.
And a 17. 13, 15, 17.
All right. So you managed to
Nice.
temper the flame and not eviscerate everyone in the room with you. But it isn't easy, and it does cause you pain. You notice that this is not without either emotional, mental, or physical pain. There's an equivalent exchange here. You are able to start to summon it, but you can't really control it outside of that. You can make it happen now, and we'll probably have to do some homebrewing for what this is, you know, like we'll have to figure it out as we go, which will be the fun part. But for now, you do have a little bit more control. Turning it off, on the other hand, that was something that they really had to like come in and throw damp blankets over you until you were extinguished before it happened. You weren't able to turn it off yet, but you're able to make it happen. You know that you found that click in your head.
Good.
So that's how you spend your next, day and a half, is cloistered away, Temple of Tyr. You realize that you're almost being wielded as like a religious icon, as a political pawn almost. And you're half prisoner here. Like, you couldn't leave if you wanted to. mainly because your duty to faith ties you, but there are also bars on the windows, you know? Like, that's kind of where you're at, all right?
That's funny.
So the safe house where Malara and Nimin are, let me see here. I got something for where is it? I have so many
notes.
notes. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
I'm
All of these
missing-
races have looked the same so far.
I know. Bat, pumpkin, who knows? There's a difference.
I have some of what I wanted for Hannah, but where's the rest of it?
Time for improv.
Yeah,
It's in your imagination.
it is. It's still up there. I just don't have it written down. So yeah, Malara, you basically went through the long rest and the dream sequence of Shaheen Moonbow, or Shaheen Moon. What is it? What's her?
Did I? I don't think I did go through a dream sequence yet.
No, she uncursed your bow, didn't she?
Oh,
that last
yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we did that last time.
I
All
forgot
right,
about that.
that's what I'm missing,
Yeah.
and that's because we already did it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I knew that happened. I wasn't asleep for it.
So, you and Nim go back to the. Right. You weren't asleep for it? Is that what? Did we do
No,
that?
it was just like right after battle, like
Oh,
Moonbow like fucking struck, and at least that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway,
This is like right after.
Yeah. Anyway, that happened. Your bow is now uncursed. You wake up at the safe house with Nimin. I guess we might have to just smush things together because things are going very quickly off whatever loose rails I had set. So yeah, in the
It's D&D, baby.
yeah, in the Harper safe house, you find that it's quieter than usual. Its lanterns burn low to save oil. You guys return together. You're both still weary from the city's unrest. But the familiar signs of your companions are absent. You don't find any half-finished plates of food. There's no armor sitting on the table ready to be polished. There's no low snoring echoing in the corner. The cots where Brew and Lucian usually rest, the blankets are still folded neatly. So you don't see any of them. What would you guys do before?
I would probably get. So this is post long rest, or is this like pre long rest?
This is pretty long rest.
Okay. Well, I would be famished, and I would want to get a plate of food, and then I would feel absolutely needing to tend to my wounds and meditate and pray to Moonbow, because I took a huge blast to my body during the battle.
Big old beat.
Nimin, what would you do?
I'm taking care of my cat.
Right.
I've got like slabs of meat that I'm tossing him because he's a bigger boy now. So, yeah, and I'm mostly just like same thing. I'm just kind of like decompressing after everything.
Sorry, I'm just chewing up some pizza.
Pretty good pizza for frozen pizza.
We also had pizza.
We got Canadian bacon because we were hanging out with Canadians today.
Hey.
What is like the difference between Canadian bacon and like?
Ham.
It's just
It's just ham?
Basically ham. yeah.
Okay.
It's like how you guys call it ice hockey, but we just call it hockey.
Of course, it's
Same
ice
thing.
hockey. So at first,
I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't call it Canadian bacon.
yeah.
We do though.
You
I
do?
know.
Oh,
Yeah, like you go to a restaurant, they'll call it Canadian bacon.
Yeah, it's just like branding. So at first it seems like, your companions are simply out late, but as the hours stretch on, the truth finally sets in. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something from Alara, so let me open up my tabs one more time. Jesus Christ. This letter.
Only 120 tabs to go through.
I literally have 8 docs open. Word docs. I don't know if it just didn't get copied over or what. Yeah, this is not it.
You can always just wing it from memory and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
You good?
How far up do I?
I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Ha! The Dream of Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Okay, I'm ready.
We're ready to go to sleep, have a dream.
All right, so yeah, you guys take a long rest, so give yourself plenty of HP.
Oh yeah, I did.
Malara, the night after their battle, you drift into a deep sleep, and you find yourself standing at the Silverlit Glade, the full moon hanging impossibly close to the above, and your cursed bow rests in your hands, its strings frayed with shadow. This is kind of like doing that again, basically. You're just having this like almost a similar dream.
Okay.
So she says that the shadow is broken, child. I return what was once stolen. This bow shall carry no curse, only my will. And you're like, as you hold your bow, the shadows kind of like peel away, and it's now gleaming with radiant moonlight. She said, "You are chosen to banish the quiet undead, Malara. But hear me. Though you may shine alone, your true strength lies in those beside you. Nimin, Brew, and Lucian. Look after them as they look after you." And when you awaken, you find that the bow is at your side, clean and moon-touched, free of corruption.
Oh, it's finally mine and Moonbow's. No longer will I be plagued with the voice of evil.
Yep, no whispers, no voices, no gnawing power.
Yeah. No longer do I have the need for power and dominance.
Okay, let me start closing some of these. Close that one. We did that one. Hollow Watch. We did that one.
I do feel like my character Malara would probably want to stick around the area, having just fought a visage of the Lich,
Yeah.
because in addition to like finding artifacts and things to worship Moonbow, she now believes she has a new charge of eradicating the Lich's power and undead control,
Yep.
like throughout the lands.
Yep. It's your job to get rid of the quiet undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your goddess has tasked you with that.
Yep.
Um,
She prepared me for this through these trials and tribulations over the last several weeks.
Nimin, in the morning you receive a letter from Thalarin Moonshadow. Would you like me to read it, or would you like to just have it?
No. I'll read it so you can read it out loud.
You'll read it? Great. You said you'll read it? I love that. You're gonna read it. You're gonna read it as if Nimin's reading it. Alright, cool. Let me see if I find you real quick. I swear we've texted each other, haven't we?
We
Yeah, Zep,
definitely got messages, yeah.
There we go.
Let's see.
That's all
Nimin.
you.
I didn't know it was gonna be so long. Just skim over it. No, Nimin, I pray this reaches you in time. Your last words were desperate, and my heart aches to know what you've thrown yourself into. You spoke of a wedding, of more and blood, and a lich's shadow stirring in Waterdeep. Tell me, did you survive it? Did you prevail? Every hour without news gnaws at me. I write from Baldur's Gate, where my Harper work has led me into darker halls than I have ever walked. There's an artificer here, his true name buried, his titles countless, but the whispers call him. The maker of the Steel Watch, he is building constructs, armored titans. They named the Watchmen. I love it. Some already march in your streets, yes? Know this, they are not entirely of this world. We've confirmed they are forged in part from infernal iron, a metal that bleeds out of the nine hells themselves, pulled from the river Styx and cooled in devil's blood. How he obtains it, we do not know yet. Demonic ties are suspected, smugglers, contracts, or worse, pacts. And here lies the greater danger. These watchmen are not just machines. They are obedience made manifest. Their creation is not to serve, but to rule. I fear the artificer's vision is a world pacified not by justice, but by the shackles disguised as progress. Nimin, you know as well as I, the Harpers will not stand idly by, but I warn you, with every victory, your own ranks grow more eager, more ruthless. Already some whisper that assassination may be cleaner than truth. If they ask this of you, tread carefully. I've buried too many friends who trusted the mission more than their own hearts. Write back if you can. If you live, if you breathe, I must know. Thalorin. I love that.
Dad.
Oh, Thalorin, it sounds like you're in a video game.
For real, dude.
I love it.
Might have pulled
yeah,
a little inspo, yeah.
I love it. Well, because that's where I want, that's where I want
Nimin's
Nimin to
gonna leave
eventually
us.
end up, right? So, yeah, so I'm definitely going to write back to him and tell him I'm okay and what happened.
Filling him in.
Yeah, fill him in on everything.
Too long didn't read. We kick ass.
Too long didn't read. Yeah, so yeah, I think I wouldn't go off the rails too much. I would just be straight, acknowledging what he said and taking his words, listening to his words and letting him know what we all did, what happened,
Okay.
and tell him I have pieces of the crown.
Okay. What do you guys get into that morning? That morning, as you guys are kind of getting ready and cooking breakfast, someone walks through the door. That's you, Brunera.
It's me.
does
I
that
don't make
look
eye
like?
contact with anyone.
Okay.
I smile expectantly at Brew, expecting a greeting.
Bru's face is a little hard to read right now. You can't tell if she's angry or sad.
Well, she
She's
just rebuffed
lost.
me, and I'm waving at her, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there with Blur, and Blur sees her come in and perks his head up and all happy, but he's not getting any attention from her. So
Not so much that she's ignoring you guys, she's just kind of in her own head right now.
Plus,
Doesn't
she's
even
been up
realize.
for 24 hours and was
I'm
drunk
a
all
little
night.
drunk.
Yeah.
I'm a little tipsy.
All right. So, seated in the at the safe house, seated at the sturdy oak table, is Mrs. Voss. You know her. She's given you a couple missions so far, and she's one of Nimin's main handlers for the Harpers. Her dark red hair is tied neatly, her cloak immaculate despite the safe house dust, and she smiles as you enter, Nimin, rising to greet you with outstretched hands. Ah, Nimin, the wedding crasher himself, hero of Waterdeep, thorn in Morin's side, and more importantly, one of ours. You've done well, and you should know it. Come, sit.
Thank you, and I sit down.
She's already got a glass of amber wine poured for herself.
I would like a beer. Can I get a beer?
She stands up and in the shelf behind her, she opens it up and gets a warm ale and pours you a warm ale.
Thank you. I need it.
She leans in. She leans forward, eyes catching the light. You've come far from the alleys, haven't you? Harpers have made you wealthy, cleaned up your name from the ledgers of the nobles who would have hanged you. We've done well by you, Nimin. And now, I have a task that you really shouldn't refuse. And she's going to slide a folded parchment paper across the table. On it is a name and an address. A noble in the Lord's court. This man opposes us, Nimin. A Moran sympathizer, or worse. The court listens to him too often. And, we need him gone. Quietly. With no noise, no trace. Trust, Waterdeep will thank you.
What's the pay like? I'm rolling a coin over my knuckles back and forth,
Good.
and then I flip it in the air and grab it, and that's when I ask.
Let me open up this photo resource that I did. I didn't do it actually. AI did.
Nim,
I
you're so
prompted
cool.
it.
That's right. Don't take credit.
Yeah, don't take credit for something a robot did. Where are we at here?
Awesome.
It's getting better at text, by the way. That's
Yeah,
scary.
that's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty good? It's
And hands.
it's 200 gold pieces.
All right. What does this entail? What do I have to like? How difficult is this going to be?
Oh, for someone with your set of skills, Nimin, it should be a walk in the park.
And where is this Lord Beaumont?
Um,
Do we know?
that is he's in the Lord's court, so I'm assuming somewhere here in the North Ward. He lives nearby, not too far. I'm sure you'll find him somewhere on the streets. Would you like to? Are you like kind of in a? You're obviously asking a lot of questions. Are you kind of like questioning, just like her entirely, or just?
I'm
about the
questioning the mission because I'm taking
Okay.
what Thalarin said in my thoughts, and I'm like, I'm not turning down at all, and I'm not gonna like.
Would you like any
I'm not gonna
insight or
question her.
persuasion? If you got that.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do a little bit of insight here to see like if if I get any hint that maybe there's more to this that she's not telling me. That like I'm basically believing her, but I
Right.
want to. I'm cautious. That is 18.
Miss Vossier is withholding the Y of this target.
Okay, good. That was my next question. Yeah, I want to know a little more about like why. Why are we doing this? What has he done to piss you off?
He's a danger to the city's future. He's
Yes.
obviously turning us down after on everything that we come up to. Yeah, and I hear he's spreading lies about us, Nimin, about how we're not the heroes we are.
Where are you hearing this from?
Oh, it's obviously the words on the streets come back to the Harpers in quick motion. Something
you
about
know-
pamphlets.
Those words aren't always right.
Well,
I may have
without
to look
you,
into
the
this a little.
Morans would be still smiling on their dark towers. So, you
Fair.
know, we are heroes, Nimin. We saved this city. Not to mention, we gave you back your name, Nimin. I mean, we gave you more than coin.
That is true. I am a hero.
We gave you belonging. You're with us now. Now just give us what we ask.
Am I getting any help on this? Or am I in this alone?
Surely you don't need help for a simple assassination. But bring whatever friend you have. Let's make sure that they're, putting a little bit in the donation box at the safe house. It's getting dusty in here, and we need to hire maids.
Yes, of course. All right, I'll look into this for you and take care of it if I can. And well, I can. Yeah, and I'll get back to you when the job is done.
All right.
Can I read her what her reaction is to that?
Yeah.
Is she relieved? Is she
Roll me a perception.
nervous about how I went about it? That's a 16.
You see that she's relieved that you took it without too many questions, but she understands that you're also smarter than to do things without every stone unturned. So you can tell she's a little nervous.
Okay. All right, I down my drink and I guess I take the contract or whatever and go off.
You go off
Who's
by
here
yourself?
with me?
Brew,
Yeah, who's here with me
Brew
now?
and Malara.
Malara is like 2 tables over, trying desperately to look like she's not eavesdropping. So can I roll
I was
to
gonna say,
can I roll to persuade
Yeah, roll a persuasion.
or a performance? Either way.
Performance, yeah, let's do a performance. I think that would be
Okay.
Brew
more.
went upstairs to bed. She's not here.
Performance is a 15.
Yeah, so you heard a little bit of it, and you performed well enough to where Nimin can't tell you've been eavesdropping, but you totally have.
I'm just like looking around, just trying to appear.
You definitely heard the
Normal.
word assassination once or twice,
Mhm.
and Miss.
so she
Voss-
didn't hear details.
Yeah, no, she didn't hear full details, but she definitely heard that Nimin got a job that he shouldn't refuse, kind of deal. Quasi shakedown.
So is he back at the table yet?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming back to sit with you, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm might have a new job for us, a pretty important one, I think. But I'm being a little cautious here, and I might need an outside opinion if you want to join me.
Well, it does sound kind of serious, but I think we can handle it. What's the job?
I've been listening this whole time. How would you know it's
Well, no, I mean just from his tone, I would gather it probably sounds kind of serious. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to play it off like I hadn't heard nothing.
Okay.
Well, it's a job I'm kind of used to, but I don't know. Something's rubbing me the wrong way here. We have to take out someone that's, may or may not have been part of things that we just, finished.
Take them out. Where are we going?
Oh, Malara.
I'm a sweet innocent soul.
I think it's the less you know, the better. But I will inform you when we need to.
Okay.
Do you think we can get Brew in on this too? Do you think she'd?
I don't know. She looked kind of solemn walking in there.
Yeah, she did.
I don't know what's
if we
going
should-
on with her right
You
now.
hear snoring. though.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
I could
for
literally hear her
sure.
through like the floor and the
Yeah.
ceiling. Well, I mean, it does sound like she's sleeping, so I
And-
don't know if we want to go wake up an upset barbarian.
And as you kind of look to see if she's still sleeping, you look and see Lucian's cot is still empty too. And it's the morning.
Yeah, okay, it is morning. Okay.
next
Yeah, we also don't know where Lucian is. He wouldn't like this mission though. Although if I tell him it's a bad man, he might.
That'll be evil.
That's true. I'll tell him and he's even evil.
Just
evil
bad
guy.
man. I think yes.
Yeah, we might have to be very cautious with this and take it slow, but I think we can do this. So yeah, if you want to come with me, we can check on Brew and see how she's feeling, and then
Sure. I
Maybe-
mean, why don't you go first, Nim? She seems to like you better, anyways.
yeah, I'll go up. I'll go up with Blur and see if Blur can maybe cheer her up. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to her room and take Blur with me and knock on the door. Hannah. Brew, and I'm knocking on the door.
Fuck off.
Oh, come on, Brew. What do you need? You need Blur? You need a little cuddle with Blur?
I'll kill him.
You're not gonna kill Blur. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to crack the door open a little bit and let Blur into the room.
Roll a
I'm
persuasion.
gonna whip the closest thing at my the closest thing to my bed at the door.
It's a bed. It's a bed potty. I don't know what they called.
Like a
Chamber
chamber.
A
pot.
bedpan.
Chamber pot.
Yeah.
An empty chamber pot.
Yeah, empty.
So Blur kind of like jumps back. Come on, Brew. I might need your help on a little quest here, and some bad people need to be taken care of again. And maybe after we do this, we can do whatever you want to do. But we need you, Brew. We need
What's
you.
the
The whole
point?
team needs you.
There's no point.
You-
I'm like behind you in the hallway as you're trying to talk to her.
I'm just gonna spell it out for you. Brew's depressed.
Come on, Brew. You can't stay in here and sulk all day.
Do whatever the hell
You know?
you want.
Brew, there might be more beer and food afterwards. What if I promise you a nice butter skull and some beer?
Tell you what, I'll go if Lucian goes.
Well, we should figure out what he's doing anyways. Well, why don't you accompany us to the temple?
You don't know where he is?
Well, we know he's in one of these temples of Tyr, but this is a big city, and I'm sure they got a lot of them, like maybe on every block.
He didn't come back last night, so
That's great. That's really great, guys.
listen. Sitting here won't change a damn thing. But if you come with me and swing that axe and stand next to me, maybe you'll remind yourself who you are. And trust me, I want the Brew with me on this quest.
Roll a persuasion. I like that.
That is a 26.
You are heavily persuaded by that, Brew.
I'm gonna groan. I'm gonna take my sweet ass time.
Even though you've only had
Getting out of
4
bed.
hours of sleep.
But as soon as I get close to Nim, I'm holding my axe and I'm holding it between us, and I say, "You have no fucking idea who I am."
Well, maybe you should have a bath because I can smell who you are right now. Come on, let's go.
I will literally murder you.
Malara is like
Right.
totally afraid that like Brew's gonna freak out on her one day, so she's trying to be totally nice to her.
I would like a group survival check from you guys.
See if we survive Brew.
No, see if you survive Brew and to see if you find your way to the Temple of Tyr.
17.
11.
I'm rolling nothing but like 17 today.
23.
Wow.
So Brew,
still
you
drunk.
are not. Yeah, you're not interested in where you're going or what's happening. You're just there. But you guys get to the Temple of Tyr. You guys see the big temple and the big statue of Tyr holding the scales and whatnot. And you see a bunch of people, like more than usual. Like it's almost difficult to like get in and push your way up to the front. And they're all like shouting about the chosen one. And did you see his brilliant blue flame from the inside? The city is blessed to have him. I heard he stopped the Lich single-handedly. You know, like they're just like all really.
I give a side eye to that one. I almost died.
What
Yeah, I
was-
probably did the least in that battle.
Yeah. Well, what would your characters? How would your characters react going through this crowd of people?
Brew's gonna roll her eyes and just push her way through. These people are insane.
I'll show you a blue flame. You know what a blue flame? Never mind.
What?
Yeah.
It's when you fart on a lighter.
Yeah.
And it creates a blue
Oh,
flame.
I've never heard that expression before.
It used to be a party trick back in the day. Not me, other people I knew.
It's not me,
Mhm,
totally.
mhm.
I never tried it.
Found
Yep.
that- I just learned about it yesterday, actually. So
Why I have no hair on my ass.
live in your butt.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna walk through the crowd. At least Nim is. And try to see what's going on.
I mean, Malara's trying to gracefully like cut between all these people, but I don't know. Can I do like a acrobatics?
Yeah, or give me an acrobatics to see how well you manage, because Brew's just like brute force. Nimin's like tiny and like weaving in and out. You know, there's a bunch of people.
14.
And you have no problem being an elfin party goer and just like going between all these people like a snake through the grass. Yeah, you come up to the edge of the temple after going through a thick crowd, and you see guards, paladins, guarding the entrance, and they want to know what your business is here. We've got
We
large crowds
know the
sleeping.
paladin personally.
Yeah, that's good.
In there?
Yes, of course, young Smith is inside. Young Lucian is inside. He's being guided.
His last name?
Guiding the.
Lucian
being
Smith.
guided by the high cleric. Didn't I have a name for him? I forgot. I don't know if I wrote that down.
Great, thanks. I'm gonna push past.
Give me an athletics check.
Can do. That is 21.
You have no problem pushing past these guys.
Lucian.
One of them's gonna start following you while the other stands guard. What do the other two do?
So when Brew's doing that, I'm going to stealthily sneak by and kind of follow her in.
Roll me a stealth check.
$22.
You stealthily enter.
I want to attempt to confuse them with like high cleric religious mumbo jumbo,
Roll me a
and just like
performance.
tell them like, well, don't you understand? They needed my help for the fleeb. It must be put in the Glorblin to properly summon the paladin's power from Tyr. Don't you
Forget
see,
the
I have a very
phalanges.
important job. Yeah, the phalanges.
Okay, roll me a performance.
It's gonna be a 15.
All right.
I'm rolling good today. I don't know where. Oh, that's more than that. It's 21. I thought that was a 13. That's an
Hey.
18.
Hey, that's even better.
I'm rolling way better than last time.
Not the fleebs.
So yeah, he's gonna scratch his head and like, you know, kind of be like, what? She's got to do what? But you're commissioned with the high priest, and you got to be here for the fleeb. Oh yeah, okay.
Yes, of course. It's all a very complicated religious work. I need to be in it once.
All right, you're the only one we're letting in after this. The rest of you bugger off, and he pushes all the rest of the crowd back, and they're like, oh. So yeah, you guys enter, and you start looking for him. Let's see here. It's a pretty big courtyard. It's a pretty big temple, and there's a lot of rooms and whatnot. All the normal areas where you would expect to find him, where you found him previously, like in the prayer room, or like in the church itself, or like near the smith, near the blacksmith. You don't see him anywhere. And the guard kind of says like he's being kept, he's being cloistered for his own protection and for ours.
I was downstairs then.
Cannot disclose that information.
Right.
You must speak to the high cleric before seeing him.
Not gonna do that, bud.
Already sent. I've been sent to talk to the high cleric. I come rushing up to the front.
Lucian.
So yeah, he will. What's Nimin doing since he's hidden quite well?
Yeah. I'm watching what they're doing, and if I see a moment where they're distracting him, I'm going to try to get past. Is there like a door or something that goes downstairs? Is that like our stairway, or is it what is it?
Roll me a perception check to see what you can discern.
That is a natural 20.
You have no problem seeing the layout of the buildings from the outside and which buildings you assume lead where. And you see a door that's kind of particularly heavier than the others with raw iron on it and a small window with a sliding hatch on it. And it is locked. And you assume that's the door to the lower levels.
Okay.
Lucian, you do hear a Goliath from your cell inside. You do hear the familiar sound of a Goliath like yelling your name, because I'm assuming someone who's like 7 feet tall and just huge yelling your name, you would probably hear like faintly from where you're at.
I put my little bead that I can communicate with them
Oh,
up into my ear, and I try to communicate. Is that you, Brew? Is that you?
We always forget about these.
We have cell phones.
Listen.
Do the rest of you have yours in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I assume.
I probably
Would it-
wouldn't have.
Would it make noise in their pocket or not?
We could say that you hear from your pocket. You do hear Lucian's voice. We'll say that. That's what you hear.
I think he's in my
first.
pocket. Oh wait.
Boy, he got small.
He's drunk and very confused. He's got to be downstairs. I swear he's downstairs.
So
Okay.
you all hear Lucian's voice coming through in your pockets or in your bag of holding, wherever you.
Call is coming from inside.
All right, I
Probably my
get up.
pocket.
get prepared, because I think in my mind the only reason they're here is they need my help. So I get prepared with armor, weapons, and gear, and I'm gonna go out. Is my cell locked or not?
You do not have your armor, weapons, or gear, and your cell is
Oh.
locked.
Um,
The only reason why they didn't take this is because it was small enough for you to kind of hide.
keister it.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
Impressive.
impressive.
Prison
yeah.
pocket.
So.
All right. Well, I go to the door. Is there a guard outside or just no one?
Currently there is no one, but a guard usually comes soon. They usually do 20-minute rotations, and one just left, so another one is shortly to replace him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to break the door then.
All right, that's what I like. All right,
So what do I have
so give me 3 strength checks, and we need 2 succeeds before 1 failure. So if you fail your first succeed, you're gonna have to wait a little while before you do it again, because you might hurt your shoulder.
All right. I got a +4 for strength.
So
So,
what do you get for the first one?
14,
Let me see.
17, and 18. That's all with the +4.
Come on, 14.
Unfortunately, the wooden door has DC 15 to break, so
Okay.
Damn.
you
Dang.
just slam into the door as hard as you can, and dust falls around you, but it does not bow or break, and your shoulder's a little sore. Let me roll.
Did I hear that at all?
Take 2 damage. Yeah, you all do hear a large thump in the distance, and so does the guard. And the guard kind of picks up his pace, and he's there, and he's like, "You settle down. Don't hurt yourself. I'm bringing your food shortly."
I'm not a prisoner. I need to come and see my friends.
You
No,
think
They're in
you're
need
not
of
a
my
prisoner.
aid.
no, of course not. You're not a prisoner, but think, your friends. You could hurt them at any minute, young paladin.
I won't hurt them.
If you want, I can fetch the high cleric, and you can talk about perhaps having a meeting, but it must be short.
It has to happen. I need to get out and help them. We talked about this before. I need to help them.
All right, hold on. And he's going to leave. You guys are kind of arguing with the guard. Nimin, you're like,
Can I?
okay, go ahead.
Can to slip in and be like, they mentioned some sort of high cleric. Maybe I could speak with him or even impersonate him.
That would,
Or Nim could.
Nimin's currently in the shadows, so you and Brew are standing out there. Brew's ignoring the guard and screaming Lucian, and you're trying to...
I'm trying to convince him to let me go see the
High
high cleric
cleric.
because I told the first guard, I've been commissioned to come and
Right.
help.
Right, and at about this time, the guard comes out of the door. So Lucian said that to the guard, and the guard left, and he's now coming out of that door that Nimin is kind of like shadowed next to. So like as you're sitting there, Nimin, the door does open and a guard does come out. What do you do? I'm gonna give you an opportunity here to act since you were already right there.
I like this, like, Lucian was going to help, but then turned into like a battery, kind of thing.
Let me see. Can I do this? I was going to turn invisible and then try to sneak into the door. Like, I'm just thinking what Nim would be thinking as the door opened.
Well, you know that's kind of like where you wanted to go anyways, so.
Well, maybe I won't turn invisible. Maybe I'll just try to sneak past him.
Yeah,
'cause
roll
Nim's pretty
me
stealthy.
a stealth, and then roll me
Because I'm tiny and I can, like...
roll me an athletics to see if you can slide in time before he shuts it.
Okay. Stealth is... I don't even think I can roll bad on stealth.
No, I think it's pretty good.
21.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Athletics? Not so much. That's a 5.
So he shuts the door, but he shuts it on your cape.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Never wear a
cool.
cape.
Yeah.
You're on the other side of a locked door, and your
But
cape's
the
kind of
cape
like...
is- the cape
yeah.
is stuck.
When I heard the thump, was I able to tell what direction that was coming from?
Yeah, you kind of can tell that like that guard coming out might know some more information, and he's probably coming from the sound of the source. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kick the door.
you're just gonna walk right over and kick the door.
Yep.
Okay, give me a strength check, or give me an attack, I guess. Yeah, give me an unarmed attack. So I think it's like,
Oh, nice. 19 plus 6 is
Oh.
25.
oh, give me what's the damage on that door?
Just 4.
4.
Plus
Yeah, with
strength.
such might.
Is that plus your strength?
Oh, yeah. Plus 6, so 10.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just the only problem with this is Nimin's still stuck to the door.
I don't know.
I know you don't
She
know
don't
that,
know that.
but I'm just trying to figure what the damage here would be. Because you kicked that thing off its hinges, So while Malara's trying to talk to these two guards about meeting with the High Cleric,
blah
and,
blah
like,
blah flee, blah
yeah,
blah blah flanges.
using her diplomacy, using her eloquent words and her cute little elven face. Brunero walks up to the door and kicks it off its hinges, and you just hear Nimin on the other side go, ah, like. I'm gonna roll a couple of d4 here. Yeah, you take 5 bludgeoning damage, and there's a door on top of you. And you just see, like, you're peeking over the edge of the door, and it's on top of you, and you just see Brunera walking in. She's about to step on the door to walk over. What do you do?
No, wait. Ow, 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 ow.
So, Brew, you look down right before you take the next step, and you see little Nim barely able to crawl out from underneath this heavy door. And you also see 2 pissed off guards behind you, and Malara beat red.
Face palming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Melora and say, this way. And then I'm gonna
You
look at
don't
the guard.
say.
And then I'm gonna look at the guards and say, "Not you."
Not you. Yeah, they're gonna run to get the high cleric. What do you guys do? You guys run in and see Lucian behind a cell door.
I'm not running. I'm so casual though.
Yeah, okay. That's like
I don't know what
Even
I'm gonna do
better.
because I'm in the front of these two guards. Did they both just
yeah,
leave
they
me?
just both just left you to go.
All right,
get
then I hurry
back
after
up.
Brew and Nim.
Yeah. All right. All right, you guys are face to face, but there's a door between you. You can't see Nimin, Lucian, but you can hear his voice, and you can see Brew, and you can hear Malara behind her.
I yell, Nim, pick the lock.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like run up over there, and I guess I'll try to pick that lock as fast as I can.
Yep, you basically stand on Brew's knee. She kind of like boosts you up so you can get to the locking mechanism. It's a little complex. Give me a sleight of hand. We'll see.
I rolled a 28.
Yeah, you easily like pull a pin from behind your ear and lick it and just stick it in and it unlocks. You know.
You're showing off. You closed your eyes and did it.
Yeah,
so-
you did it with your eyes closed. No problem. Twirled it between your fingers and stuffed that right back into a pocket. We are still watching, but we're not going to listen to your ad. That's okay. I hope it's all right with you. And the door comes unlocked and swings open.
There you are, buddy.
I'm gonna hug my fellow compatriots.
This
Good
Ooh,
to
how
see
long have you
you.
been in that cell?
Yeah.
Well, it's only been a
it's
few
only-
days,
it's only
right?
been a few days, yeah.
yeah. I've
Well, now
missed
we
you
have to-
guys.
Two of us need a bath.
You do hear the sound of bells ringing, almost alarm bell ringing in the distance.
I need to get my armor and weapons. I go. You guys
Yeah.
broke into the Temple of Tyr. We got to talk our way out of this. But I need my armor, weapons, and equipment. Do I know where that's at?
Roll me a survival. You know that, like, usually in the barracks area, prison area, whatever, whoever's being kept prisoner, their stuff is usually somewhere nearby.
17.
You start to dig through a couple of crates and look into a couple of rooms adjacent to your own, and you do find your armor and your weapons and your gear.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on.
So yeah, you have in no time you put on your gear, and as they're kind of all looking at the doorway, the second you get back with your gear on, you see the high cleric and a couple, 4 or 5 paladins and clerics of Tyr standing at the doorway.
I get between my friends and them. I say, ho, ho, ho. They just came. They just didn't understand. Let's talk.
Roll a persuasion.
19.
They are almost afraid of you, having seen what you can do, but they're also pretty convinced that you're not going to erupt your friends into flames as well. They're like, yes, of course, we'll stifle these high tensions with diplomacy. I'm sure the barbarian, and he like kind of looks over your shoulder and sees her just like seething a little bit. It was a misunderstanding, right?
Flip him off.
What was that?
You flip him off.
Yep.
I go, you got to understand. She wears her emotion on her sleeve. She's a great person, great in a fight. And she's gone through a lot. So we got to give her a break. So.
And I'm drunk.
Well, surely your friends can understand why we did what we did. You more than anyone have seen Lucian's power at full display. We did this for his and the city's own good, and he must stay here with us. You know that.
I see what's happening.
I thank him. I say, Father, thank you. I totally understand your concerns, but as we talked about before, If my friends need me, I have to be able to go help them.
You never
And-
intended to let Lucian leave.
And I will,
Heretics,
I will-
the lot of you. He says, I knew this would happen, which is why we kept you from being poisoned by their thoughts, their heretical thoughts. This is not like you, Lucian. You are a son of Tyr. Get them!
I kind of in disbelief. They're going to attack us.
They're definitely going to try to subdue your friends. They're like coming in.
I draw my weapons. I go, to get to them, you got to go through me. I don't want it to come to this, but
They stop in their tracks again. They're like, some look at each other and they're like, the chosen one, we can't fight him. No way would we fight him. Like, we'll be burned alive. Do you progress forward or do you guys stand your ground? What's going on here?
I just
go,
want to tell Lucian that they never intended to let you go. You have a link to the divine, and they tended to use you until you extinguish.
I just kind of glanced at Malara, knowingly that, yeah, that could be. I was hoping it would be for the better. This is what me thinking to myself.
Right.
But I go, we have to leave. They need me. I will be back to talk to you later, to learn more, and I will always support Tyr, and hopefully I will support this temple when it's needed. And we're gonna walk
out.
by him.
So as you walk forward, they all take steps backwards to like clear away for you, and you could tell that the high cleric's like trying to convince the others to like do what he commands, but they are more afraid of Tyr than they are of him. They can sense in their hearts that it wasn't right to do what they were doing. Some of them have seen you, put the effort towards controlling your flame. One comes up to you before you leaves and reaffirms the fact that if you fuck up again and hurt people, we can't protect you. They will send battle mages to execute you if you hurt people in this city. You realize this?
I go, and maybe it should be if I can't control it.
He says, under Tyr's will, and kind of lets you go, and you guys walk out of the Temple of Tyr, and there are a thrall of people. There's just like now a whole mass, and now that they've seen that the paladin is coming, they like have erupted into cheers. It's gonna be difficult getting out of here. What would you guys do faced with fanatical zealots?
Is there any maneuverability to up around the edges?
No,
get out?
it's
We don't
not.
have to go-
It's not really looking that way. There's a large crowd there, and even some of the city guard have shown up to try to like quell the gathering, but it's pretty massive.
I try to intimidate the crowd and just yell out of the way for the flame of Tyr!"
Yeah, positive. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my god.
What?
That's a 7.
It's a 7.
Oh boy.
I throw up a little bit.
Yeah. Everyone move for the. A few people step back to avoid the vomit.
You're welcome.
They're like, there he is.
Can we get like a visual? Like, so we're coming out of the temple. Are
Yeah.
we like full nearly 360 surrounded by people except for behind us the temple, or is
Right,
there?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like there's just imagine a massive amount of people all there to see this holy icon, and he's there now. Like he's this is the first time he's come out. They've had to visit the temple to see him. Some people are afraid.
Well, they didn't say anything about Brew not hurting people, so just the paladin.
Well, if anyone hurts anyone, you're not gonna be in good standing with the city guard. Like
I'm just saying, like,
let's just
comparatively.
push forward with constant movement, and just do the best
Ooh.
we can to get through.
Can I have a suggestion.
We're gonna have a skill challenge. Yeah. What's your suggestion?
I want to do. I want to do Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
And I want to have this booming voice that appears to be coming from the heavens, and I want to imitate Tyr, and I want it to say, "Move aside for my chosen one."
I don't know if Lucian would like that too much.
Probably wouldn't, but I'll, ask for forgiveness permission later.
Yeah. What does that do? Gives you advantage on your.
No, it's just I think it's just an action. It's definitely a cantrip.
Why don't you read that for me?
But it is an action. It ranges up to 30 feet.
Okay.
Up to 1 minute. I manifest. I create a voice that booms up to 3 times as loud as a normal for 1 minute. Oh man, I can't make it like godlike.
But you can do that.
I can do that. All right. Either that, or I was gonna make the ground tremble for 1 minute.
Well, what would you
And
rather
have
do?
it- I'm gonna make the ground tremble for 1 full minute. But I'm gonna shout myself. See, Tyr demands that you make way for his chosen disciple. That's what I do.
Roll- yeah. Okay, so
If I-
we're gonna. Yeah, the ground starts shaking. You guys start walking. We're gonna need a skill challenge. Give me a couple of skills that you would use to get through the crowd, and we'll see how well it goes.
Well, for that one, I want to do like a performance. Oh, that's a fucking botch.
All right, we got one failure on there.
So I try to like make this big speech about like Tyr's disciple, and my voice cracks.
Yeah, no one hears you. You're just like the ground shaking.
And so the ground's just trembling. They don't know why.
Yeah, they're just freaking out. They're scared a little bit. People are freaked out about what's happening. All right, who wants to go next?
I take my mace and I hold it overhead, and it gives out light. It sheds light for
Okay.
30 feet, so people can see it glow. And I go, "Make way! We have a quest we need to get through."
What skill with persuasion?
Sure. 17 with my modifier.
So yeah, they do make way for they bask in your radiance from the mace, but at the same time they do part as you move forward. And Malara's meek little voice, burnt out, is following close behind. Nimin, what do you do?
All right. So when he does that, I am saying, "Here, a gift from Tyr," and I take 100 coins out of my pocket and just start giving it to the crowd and throwing it in all directions.
All right, I'm just gonna count.
That's a good idea.
I'm just gonna count that as a success because it really doesn't take anything but material.
Okay.
You
yeah,
know,
okay.
like we're just gonna count that. That's a good flavor. I like that.
Luckily, we have a rich gnome with us.
Yeah, I got a rich deep now. All right, Brunera, what would she do after vomiting?
I think she's holding her axe in front of her, like with both hands, like across
Yeah. Okay.
her chest, kind of way,
I see.
and
It.
she's just trying to like push people back. So I guess,
Is that a strength check?
yeah, athletics. kind of
Athletics?
thing. Hey, natural 20, 26.
So yeah, with that combined effort, you guys have no problem getting through the crowd. There are a couple of people that come up to you, Lucian, are like, "Heal my sick baby with your blue light, with your blue flame. Please, just let me bask in it. Let me see it once, How would you react to that?
What's wrong with your baby? I asked them.
What's wrong with your baby?
The doctors
Yeah,
don't
you
know,
can't
but
just ask people what's wrong with
she
their
only
baby.
wakes a few hours a day.
Would I know by laying on
Give
hands
it cocaine.
a disease or whatever?
If you're gonna take the time to stop, and help this woman, yeah, you can take the time to roll a medicine check and see if
All
you
right.
can discern with some magic.
All right, I rolled an 18 for medicine check.
Yeah, you can see that the baby does have some sort of affliction. That it would take some pretty high level healing over time to fix.
Oh, I go. So my laying on hands wouldn't help it.
Not right away. It would probably help it for a short period, but you know that like it'd probably take more than just you because if it was just as easy to do miracles like that all the time, you know, there would be no sick and dying. There would be no, you know, and that is kind of
I know.
that's a little unattainable in even a fantasy world, you know. So
I'm just gonna say to the parents, I can only give temporary relief. I do not have the power, and Tyr has not blessed me with the power to cure your baby. So I'm gonna lay hands on it enough to give it some relief, whatever that is.
all right, you do, and the baby does kind of stir and wake, and the parents are overjoyed, but they are kind of let down that you just didn't outright, you know, you didn't have
Yeah.
the power that they were promised you had, you know, or thought you had, or you know, assumed you had, whatever, you know. So you guys,
I go
yep, go ahead.
keep praying to Tyr. He will fulfill and help you. So,
We'll be back.
and I asked for their names too. I'm gonna try to remember them,
Let's see here.
or even the baby's name. That's fine.
Let's call her Stara. Baby Stara.
So I'm gonna look in and see on her later.
Something for you to do later. I like it. Wonderful. That's something kind of I was wondering how you would react. So you guys get out of the Temple of Tyr and are kind of like heading back through the streets, and you're walking through the streets together. Nimin, you notice that there are no more wanted posters for you around. They've all been torn down. You realize that the Harpers have cleared your name, and you don't really have to worry too much. Lucian, you know that even though you're free, you're still being watched. You know, you're not. You're just in a larger prison. So, you know,
Right.
like, so, Malara, you're happy. All your friends are back together. You know, like
I'm so happy.
your dream has kind of come true, and now that we're not getting out of here, we're not breaking a guy.
Now
out of
we can
prison.
Squash the undead essence around the world together.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad. So Nimin,
Yes.
do you share your mission with the others? What do you tell them?
Well, I'd have to ask Lucian that yeah, we have a mission we have to do that involves taking out a potentially bad man. And I've done enough missions in my time to know when something doesn't feel right, and I need your moral compass to help me with that. If you're there, maybe we can figure out the truth before blood's on our hands.
I will be there with you. And besides, my blade needs to taste blood.
That's
So,
what
no,
I
I'm just
figured.
There he is.
There he is.
No, I agree. Again, Nimin, I trust your intelligence and your wisdom, and especially knowing the city. So yes, before we do anything drastic, I just want to make sure. So make sure that he's an evil person.
Good. Yeah, that's me too. Because something doesn't feel right about this. It's people I've worked for before, and I should trust them, but there's just something off. Yeah, and besides, without you, I might just do the wrong thing. So you'd never let me live that down. So
I guilt you.
yeah, exactly.
Our moral compass.
So yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna approach this. I think in a very careful way. But if we need to, we'll take care of business, and if not, we'll figure out what we have to do.
Um. So a little investigation, little
Yeah, a little
investigation
bit.
mission.
Yeah. See if we can find anything out about this person and if it's true what they've been saying.
It takes you guys only, about half an hour, 20 minutes to get back to the North Ward. You notice in the North Ward, nobles are locking their doors a little tighter than they ever have before. They've got guards stationed, even the ones who can afford it. It's a lot more on edge. You hear rumors talking about the nobles who never returned. As you walk through the streets, people even call you the Wedding Crashers, a title that you seem to have earned in the city, a name that you didn't give yourself.
Yeah, we need to change our look. It's gonna be kind of hard with the Goliath, but we need to change our look a little bit.
I think I look great.
You look beautiful, Brew, but everybody knows
Punch you
you.
in the arm.
Everybody roll me a survival check. Tell me what you guys get.
At 12.
Oof.
I got a
11.
13.
Oof.
Nim's got to come through.
That is 21.
All right, so you all find your way over to a noble market, and all of you but Nimin are distracted by the wares. You know, you all see something that catches your eye. You know, and rather than looking for the target, you're now stuck on like a little shopping area. Whereas Nimin, you have no problem. You pull out your scrolls. You know that this is Lord Belmont. You know, lives in North Ward. Likes to buy flowers for his wife from the market. You know, and you just happen to look over and you see a man that kind of fits the description of Lord Belmont, purchasing a bouquet of golden roses and paying for his transaction. And you look and you see all your other companions, instead of looking for people, are making their own purchases. What would you guys buy if you were in a little market? Like what would be the thing that you guys get?
A little spontaneous shopping.
I'd look for some sort of healing herbs.
Yeah, you find a local alchemist, apothecary, who's able to get you set up with a simple healing tincture.
Everyone
I
keeps
say-
saying the brew is recognizable, so she wants a hat.
She wants a hat. What kind of hat would you get?
I think she thinks more is less, so it would be a stupid, obnoxious hat.
Yeah, big wide-brimmed black hat. Yeah.
She's like, this will hide my face, but
Yeah.
it makes her stand out more.
Yeah, for real. Okay, you got a nice hat. And Malara, what would Malara be doing in the market? You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought I heard you in the other room before I heard you in.
I probably just didn't pick it up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if is there like ritual supplies for like consecrating the earth and like preparing things, because I imagine like her new charge of tackling the undead, she's gonna need a lot of like, I need to bless this body, prepare it for funeral
ritual items. Yeah, you do find like candles and small icons and talismans,
or
and
maybe just
whatnot.
replenish my my stuff for my general spells, because I haven't done that in a minute.
Your
So
component
like my
shopping,
holy
yeah.
water and my tinderbox, and
You have to go to a couple different stands, because it's like a little tiny bazaar, a little pop-up
Mhm.
market. But you are able to find everything you need to replenish your spell components and any components that you want to help, candles to bless and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you have no problem. You guys look over and you see Nimin. Nimin, would you follow this guy when he left the stand? What would you do?
Oh yeah, I'm clocking him. I'm following him. I guess as I'm doing that, I guess I would speak into my sending stones and say like, "Hey, I clocked him. I'm following him." And I don't know what they're doing really, so
Roll me a stealth check. I know this is just for formalities because you're the super stealth, but I like to
yeah,
do it
19.
anyway.
I know I like rolling it.
You never know, you might botch. Yeah, you follow him out of the market, and your gang kind of follows kind of closely behind. You see him meet with a group of other people, one of whom is his wife. He hands her the bouquet and then reaches inside of his coat and starts pulling out stacks of pamphlets and handing one stack to each person. You hear them talking amongst themselves. You try to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then give me another stealth check.
I also want to get a hold of one of those pamphlets if I can. That is a 22.
You hear him say to the group, "We've traded one shadow for another. The Morans are gone, but now the Harpers whisper in every ear. Are we safer, or are we just simply ruled by a different shadowy hand?"
Ooh, plot thickens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What was that?
Let's see.
Well, made you subscribe. You got 35% off of subscriptions right now, just letting you guys know.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Welcome.
Welcome on in.
Are we do we know what Nimin's doing? Like, are we out of our little self-indulged shopping
Yeah,
sprees?
you guys have followed him a little ways. If you want to step into the alleyway that you saw him going into, you kind of like peer around the corner and see that there's a bunch of people that he's watching right now.
I'm just gonna stay at the corner, not go into the alley.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And I want to cover myself up as much as I can with the cloak and so forth.
You try to become unnoticeable a little bit more, just blend
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
little
Here,
And
hide under my hat.
bit.
It's like a beach umbrella.
It's great, isn't it?
It fits you.
It really doesn't.
So he's got a crowd around him sort of right now.
Yeah, he's got a group around him. One being his wife that he bought the flowers for.
Sorry, did I grab one of the pamphlets? Did you say that? Was that...
Give me
Yeah, I
a
wanna
sleight of
grab one if I
hand,
can.
and we'll see.
That's a natural 20.
So yeah, we'll just
It's
say
not
like
rolling bad today.
one slips out of his pocket and kind of like falls onto the ground. The wind picks it up and blows it a couple feet away, and you run and slide and grab it before he can see it. And he turns around to look to see where he dropped it, and it's not there anymore. He's a little bit eerie about that. Like, that was weird kind of situation. So he's a little bit on edge, and he's like, they're looking around a little bit more. You see that, you discover that he's funding pamphlets that basically criticize the Harper's growing power, but he also condemns the Moran cultists.
I lean over to Nim. I was like, "Is this the guy you're supposed to whack?"
Yeah,
Say
it
no
is.
more.
It is, and I hand her the pamphlet as well. Yeah, that is the guy. What do you think?
I'm thinking we're the baddies.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm starting to question that
Way.
too.
Without Nim telling me, can I assume that that's the guy he's following or not?
You can tell that he's following somebody, but you're not sure which one he's talking about.
Yeah, there's a group.
There's a group of them. What you
If I-
see is a loving husband and his wife and three friends who are chit-chatting politics in an alleyway.
If I do detect evil, will that raise attention to me?
You're far enough away that I think you could somatic and do some hand gestures without them seeing it.
All right. I want to detect evil on that group of people. No problem.
You scan out. You feel your senses, tears will flowing through you and scanning the area around you, and you don't sense any evil.
Okay. I want to make sure I let Niman know that. So, can I mean, is he monitoring his stone that we can communicate or not?
We'll just say that Niman
Yeah.
kind of like walked over to you guys after getting the pamphlet.
Yeah, because I'm like talking with him.
Yeah, so he walked over to you guys out of the alleyway to kind of discuss it a little bit more.
I tell Niman that I reached out with tears, guidance, and that person's not evil. None of people in that group are evil.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that too.
I think we gotta look into your friend, Nim.
I think so too. Yeah, Nim's really conflicted. Yeah, maybe we'll go back to the hideout and maybe have a discussion with our friend.
All right. So you guys gonna leave back to the short house, the safe house?
Yeah, and I don't want to go in accusing her of something, but I want to kind of see what she has to say about this pamphlet. And this is what I'm telling the group too. I don't want to go in there just like being like, "You lying bitch."
Right.
Because yeah, I want to interrogate her a little bit and question.
I have an
what's really
idea.
going on. Yeah, shoot.
I pull out my bag of holding and I pull out my veil of truth
Yes.
Oh,
and I give it to
Fuck
you to
yeah.
wear.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
You
yeah.
forgot
look
we
so
had that.
cute
What is that?
with a
Yeah, what
veil
does that do?
on.
Fuck, I forgot about
it
that. That's
glows
awesome.
when someone tells a lie.
Yeah, so you can't tell a lie either unless you just want to like not
Well-
maybe just
Oh,
like
yeah,
let
yeah,
on that
okay.
it's glowing when you lie. Maybe pull
Well-
like a Pinocchio or something like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just have Malaris wear it and sit next to you, and she.
Oh yeah, like
monitors-
behind her.
Well, even next to Niman, and just like tap him on the leg if she's lying, beneath the table.
Mm,
So we can all sit around and.
just cough. Bullshit.
Does it have to be worn to work? Does it work just out in the
Yes,
Yeah,
it
open?
how's
has
that?
to be worn to work.
Okay.
Well-
So what if I wear it and I sit at like an adjacent table with like my hood up over it? So that
how,
way
how are you going to tell Nim she's lying? Or are you going to tell Nim afterwards?
maybe afterwards. I mean, we're not I feel like we're not going to confront her in this moment in the bar, are we? Like if we're going to like betray this group and like go after them, I feel like it'd be a little more covert and a little more
Just make sure you're in Niman's sight. And
Mhm.
if it's a lie, move your left hand. If it's a truth, move your right hand.
or maybe I'll like sip my beer if it's a lie or something.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come up with a tell. All right.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I like this. Well, so you basically return, and she's half expecting you to have already done it. She's a little confused on why Lucian's here because she has intel. She knows that Lucian was being held, with the Paladins, and one of the first things she asks of Lucian is if she's going to have any issues from the Paladins of Tyr with you marching under a Harper's pin.
I'm here as Niman's friend, so I'm
I go sit down.
I'm here to support Niman. So you guys can talk whatever you want.
Oh,
I won't say anything.
So the safe
You know?
house and the money and the cot for your bed and the polish for your shield, it means nothing?
No, it was earned because our group here spearheaded getting rid of an evil in this town. So it wasn't given; it was earned, and
I like that.
I think we're
Like
pretty
that too.
good, pretty even right now about that. So
All right, she's
You
going
know?
You
to
asked us.
she's gonna have you all sit down and ask what this is about.
I mean-
clearly something's wrong. You've got questions, I'm sure. Let us discuss it over a glass of wine.
I'm fasting today. That's what I said.
She
Uh,
pours herself a glass of amber wine.
I prefer ale, and so I call for the server to get me a pint of ale.
I'm
You're
still
at
drunk.
a different table, right?
Yeah, I guess yeah. If I'm not with you guys, but I'm at a different table, yeah, fine, that's good.
You there is no server. You have to get up and find your own ale. But you do
Fine, I get up and find my own ale.
you do find this. We're not in a tavern. We're just in a safe house, and
Oh, okay, okay.
the maids haven't even been here yet because none of you have put money in the donation box so that they can hire. They're not gonna do it out of their own coin. So yeah, it's a little dusty around here. It's been a while since anyone's kind of cleaned up. What do you say, Nimin? What do you say to her? And what does Brew do? Before we begin, what's Brew got up to?
Brew's starting to wear off the alcohol, so she's just tipping back in her chair with her hat over her face,
Got it.
but listening.
Like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, Nim's gonna sit down and say, "Yeah, I'm. This mission is bringing up some questions for me. Can you explain this?" And I'm gonna give the pamphlet to her.
She's gonna gloss over the fact that there are solid criticisms for the Morin cultists in here, and only point to the fact that obviously Nimin, look at this, is filled with slanderous propaganda against the Harpers. Look how many criticisms that he faces against us, unwarranted.
Does my
Uh,
veil light up?
Yeah.
No, she believes she's telling the truth, that she sees themselves as the heroes of Waterdeep. When she says unwarranted, it does glow slightly.
Okay, I take a small sip of my ale. I don't know if you want to like secretly tell me if they're lying or not, and then I can choose to drink or not.
No, we'll just keep it in meta.
Okay.
Yeah, the Harpers have never let me down. You know that. And I hate to think that anything else is going on here, so I need to know for sure that you're telling me the truth about everything right here, right now, before I complete this mission for you.
Listen, Nimin, you know how this works, and there's a hierarchy. Gears don't work without teeth. And sometimes we have to do things that are gray, like the ones coming in on your beard.
It was unnecessary.
And she's going to remind you of your debts and tells you, Waterdeep can be a hard place to be without help. You don't even have your own home. You all would be homeless right now, living on the streets if it weren't for us.
I know, I understand that.
Now, does Nimin? This should have been said beforehand, but do we know that Nimin wants us to know about the assassination or not? And should we say anything in this meeting?
Right.
I mean,
yeah. What would Nimin have told? You would have kept everybody a little bit.
He told me that we have
You
to take
listened
somebody
in,
out.
and he
I
told
told
you.
Yeah, Malera knows we're taking someone out. And I
I just
kind
know-
of implied it with Lucian, I think, is
Okay.
what I would have done, right? I would have said there's a mission of yeah.
You just had to
But-
make sure he was evil, but you found out that he wasn't.
So, did before we went to this meeting, did Nim tell me to keep my mouth shut and not confront her about that fact?
Yeah, I don't know if I would have said that. I just said that like I didn't want to come in here calling her out on lies.
Okay.
I want to I want to question her and kind of feel her out first.
Then I'll
That's
keep
kind
my
of what I think Nim would have implied to you all.
And she pretty much has admitted to the bending of the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
Then I'll not let my temper get raised for the, wanting to kill an innocent man. I'll just sit back and listen.
listen, Nimin, if you don't want to do it, and obviously your friends have talked you down a highly moral path, which I commend. That's fine. We'll just have somebody else do it. And she like goes to grab the contract from you.
I grab the contract and pull it back.
She narrows her eyes a little bit.
Listen, my parents died in a mine collapse caused by men with too much coin who didn't care about other people's lives. So if you're going to tell me things about the greater good, swear to me that this is not just to fatten the purses of our guild. That there is some good being done with this.
She's gonna take a long sip of her drink and kind of like polish it off and set it down and say, roll me a persuasion. Because I like that. That was good. With advantage. Roll again and give me the higher.
Oh yeah, because I also, if I roll under 10, it just becomes a 10 on persuasion. 17.
She is going to tell you that perhaps the Harpers can withstand a little criticism. What are a couple pamphlets going to do? But this will come with some consequences. Nimin, you start to feel like your standing with her has dropped. And she's a little bit disappointed that you just didn't follow orders without questioning. She kind of figured you would, but she was hoping that you would have just been a good little agent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you do feel a little bit of your standing among the Harpers diminish in this moment.
So is she saying she's not going to take out this guy?
Basically, yeah.
Is she lying?
No, she's
Yeah,
telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
Laura squints her eyes. Because I mean, she
Well-
could just be like, you know what, Nim, you're right, and then send another agent to take care of it.
right, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But Laura still does the drink so that we screw her over and go after her.
Oh,
I knew it.
Yeah, you Nimin, you think a lot about your past and Thalarin's warning, and you've seen what it's done to other agents. You've seen agents in the shadow or in the Skullport who were trying to drink away their sorrows and lived in the dark now because of the things they've done. You know that it's not all puppies and rainbows when it comes to high-level espionage. Some people get murdered, you know, but you saved a man's life today. There are valid criticisms of the Harpers. You've seen it yourself over the last few days. Their rise to power after the fall of Morin has changed a lot of the surface of the political sphere. You know, the Harpers are busier than ever. So that's not always a good thing. You know, you don't work for the pure good guys. You know, they're kind of got some gray hairs in their beard. So
okay, so are we gonna leave? Is there anything?
You-
Or are we?
You can do what you want now. She's left. She left the safe
Okay.
house.
Um,
She's a little bit mad. She know there ain't gonna be any maids coming over now. You can know that much. If your house, your safe house is gonna be dirty unless you clean it your damn selves. You know.
all right.
And
With
you might get
when she
downgraded.
leaves, when she leaves, Nim takes the Harper's coin out of his pocket, flips it over his knuckles, and stares at it. Flicks it in the air, catches it, and then instead of putting it back in his pocket, he puts it in his bag.
Okay.
And he's thinking, and he
Yeah.
grabs a beer and sits down and has a drink.
Okay. Well, now we are completely off the rails. Whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you. We can roll with whatever. But we've gone through a lot of my tabs. So, not to say that
I want to know if after we completed the fight with the lich manifestation, if we had any evidence of where it might have like originated from, or where we know the lich is now.
you
Can I do like an investigation into like?
roll me an Arcana check and a History check at the same time. Roll
Okay.
me both.
Okay. Oh.
I'm cleaning up the house.
You're cleaning up the house.
Yeah, make sure it's a
All
little
right.
clean for us.
Arcana is gonna be a 12, and history is gonna be a 23.
So you know more about the history that you've gathered about you've done research before about the House Morin and about the cultists and about them summoning the Bone King, the Lich, and you remember a lot from your history. You really can't tell how they did it or how they planned to do it, but you remember seeing a very large doorway opening up above the Morin estate that night, and you could feel his presence there, and it was very much like the portal that the necromancer had opened before just to speak to him. So you know that he's probably on another plane, and not on this one, which is good, because if he was on this plane, you would be fighting him right now.
Right.
Because he wants to kill you guys for subverting
right.
his resurrection. But you do feel like you've worked it out through the history of your encounters and the campaign so far that the Lich exists on a different plane of existence.
Do
And-
I feel confident that when the lich manifests itself again on this plane, that I will be able to sense it and recognize it?
An evil like that was felt for a long ways. So yeah, you were at the heart of it.
I just mean like the essence of it. I'll be able to
Yeah,
recognize it
yeah.
on the path ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if there was a giant demonic necromantic doorway opening up in the sky, you definitely would be able to tell, you know? Like,
Or if like an enemy has the essence of it and stuff like that.
that maybe a little less, but
Okay.
yeah.
It scarred your soul, Hannah.
Yeah, you
Right.
all saw some fucking
We
shit
all had
that
some
day.
trauma.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
all had some serious trauma. I mean, yeah, that was the closest to like supreme evil that you guys have ever gotten.
That was the closest to death I've ever come.
For real.
I was starting to see the light.
Yeah, I'm turning on you guys. That's all I know.
I've been corrupted. I
I-
ain't going back. I'm not going back to prison.
forget Tyr, man. I'm off for myself now. The
Baby.
What's that, Brew?
I go ahead. Sorry,
What were you?
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm starting a conversation with Brew to find out what she was up to when, for those few days that we weren't together.
Thinking.
Just ask her how she is, and that she revenged her father or avenged her father, and I'm sure he's in a good place and he looks down upon her.
Thanks, Liz.
So
I
what
would-
happened in your adventures in the town? I'm trying to, because I'm not supposed to know this. I'm
Right.
trying to get information about the
Yeah.
robot.
Oh, the robot.
Yeah, the Watchman.
Just- yeah, I go, what happened to you when you came back into town?
I don't know. Walked around a bit, met some guards, met some not so friendly. What are they called? Night watch? What are they called?
Watchmen?
Watchmen?
Oh yeah, I like the ones we experienced in the past when we first got here.
Yeah, pretty similar, if not the same.
Nimin, I got a question for you. Do you share any of the information from your letter from Thalarin? And you might be muted.
No, I'm.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
I'm
sure.
back.
I was when you first called my name. Well, yeah, I think when I was reading it, I was kind of thinking I was reading it out loud, but
But who was all there? I guess at that point, it
yeah,
just would have been
not everyone was
Melara.
there, right? So yeah, I think I would share it with him.
What'd you
So
say?
maybe okay. So let's roll back a little bit. Let's say I would have, because when I told him about this man not necessarily being a bad guy, I would have maybe mentioned Thalarin's letter, and that he had warned me not to like trust everything, and maybe I would have told them about everything Thalarin had told me about Baldur's Gate too.
Yeah. Mainly just hearing about the Watchmen from Brew, that would definitely bring it up, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Are these Watchmen creatures evil? Should we seek them out or seek their creators out?
They didn't seem nice, I'll tell you that much.
Lucian,
do
when
not
you've
like me.
when you've searched out with good and evil, you have always had a hard time getting a read on them because they're mechanical. Like they are obedient to something, but they themselves are just like, it's like a tool. It's like asking, is a hammer evil? You know, like, which
Right.
if it's a cursed with a sentient evil being, it can be,
Mhm.
but you know,
Absolutely.
just a regular hammer isn't a regular hammer evil. You know, like.
I just wondered who's controlling them now.
Want to go see them, Nim?
Wouldn't be a bad idea, maybe.
We should just get some feelers out to see, because the air, since the Lich Queen and the Necromancer have been, destroyed, it sounds like it feels like there's a power struggle for who's going to control Waterdeep. And it looks like the Harpers want their part. This rich guy is trying to do a counter political move. We've got these, mechanical creatures that are guarding the city, and somebody has to be controlling them and creating them.
Slowly.
So we should just-
replacing the
Templateer.
guard. You got the
Well, it could
templates
be.
here. You got the templates here too. Yeah.
I'm not going to be totally blinded by just saying that the temple may have some things that needs to be changed. But we should start investigating and maybe taking some action. So
Yeah,
You know.
Lucian, I think your time as a religious icon prisoner, I think you would have kind of distinguished the difference between the religion and the church, you know, like there's the faith and then there's the people who wield it, and they're not
Right.
they're not always up to snuff, you know.
yeah,
Um,
because marching me out was not to elevate tier. It was to gain something else. So I don't know. Maybe we need to investigate the high priest too.
well,
So what say you, team of adventurers?
yeah, what do you guys kind of want to do? We could there's a lot of
As long as we're-
directions. There's a lot of directions we could go. Let me just kind of recap a little bit. So, Brunera, your next quest in your heart and in your mind would be the adventure back home, correct?
Mm-hmm. I haven't told anyone that though.
You haven't told anyone that yet, but like that's kind of what you're thinking in your head. Nimin, your goal is to reunite with Thalarin in a sense, go to Baldur's Gate, perhaps duck out on the Harpers entirely. You don't know. You're still not 100% on that.
Yeah, he's questioning it right now.
Malara, before you guys get to the next sleep, and we're just going to set this up for next time. Let me... your time out on the field when you were helping cleanse the area, you met a friend who's a Harper. She's a battle cleric.
Sweet.
Her name is Ysolde.
Okay.
That's
Should probably
YSOLD.
write that down.
Sister Ysolde.
Sister Ysolde.
And after you're kind of like cleaning up, you guys are kind of like sitting down for your first group meal again after that second night for the next long rest. She comes in, and she greets you, and she tells you that she's got something for us, for you two to do. And she kind of like looks over at the rest of the group, and she says, "And your friends, if they want, they can come with us." There's something going on in the cemetery. Mist still clings low, and the smell of death and decay fills its street. The stench of necrotic magic taints the air. We must go to the city of the dead. The Harpers have tasked us and given us the key to the iron gates to enter, because right now everything's kind of still closed up a little bit because of what happened. So she's got a mission for you guys, to head to the cemetery, the city of the dead, and she says that she'll come in the morning and kind of help you from there.
Cool. So I guess my intention is to wait around for her to meet up with me again.
I'm just going to say to the group, I know we all have our concerns and where we think we need to focus our attention, but I say we make a good team, and we should choose one and stick together, whatever it is.
And overall, all of your goals really, like, together, I assume, is to like kind of help rebuild a little bit, help Waterdeep recover, healing these necrotic scars, dealing with the last little bit of the cultists. Like, you still have some time in Waterdeep. Like, you guys aren't just looking to bail on Waterdeep, are you? Okay, that's what I kind of figured. I just wanted to make sure. Because you can, if you want. I mean, you guys do whatever you want, but I just need to know what direction my writing should go. Like...
Well, I guess I'm just saying that if we decided to go with Nimin to go to his area, or go with Drew to her area, I'm going either way, whatever we decide on.
Right.
And I just like to bring up that Waterdeep is on a precipice with all these different factions, and it may change 100% when we come back.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that.
pretty much in the same boat where I'd want to do anything you guys do. Yeah. But this mission that for my side is coming to us if we don't really need to like travel anywhere initially.
Yeah, you do have something. We do have one more thing that you guys could get into. Probably not tonight, but we'll set it up for next week.
Right. But whatever we want to do is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nim wants to find Thalarin, and he has his own things, but he also knows with the stuff with the Harpers and stuff, he's questioning everything, so he kind of wants to stay out here, and I don't want to leave things
Topsy-turvy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of loose ends still yet.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're going to stay in Waterdeep then. And I will work on a little bit more post-Fallout, you guys are basically spending the next couple days at the safe house, getting it clean and fixing it up and making a house a home. You guys do understand that, this is a huge gift. Without it, you guys would be on the streets or in the inns, or, your pocketbooks would quickly be emptied and you'd either have to rent a room or something like that. So to have the Harpers as an ally currently is benefiting you, but at the same time, you're not pleased with the direction that they went today. Like, they all tried to push you to do something that they knew would only benefit them.
And I'm sure not all Harpers feel that way. So I guess
right.
as we move along in this adventure, we can feel out which ones are on that side and which ones are kind of opposed to that direction.
Right.
So.
And you guys do notice, like, as the kind of days have gone by in Waterdeep, you notice that, like, Force Grey has grown a little bit more in renowned, and so has the Silver Flame Adventurers Guild. They're picking up contracts like crazy. They're one of the only few adventurers guilds that didn't lose a large amount of adventurers during the purge that occurred. So as the Morin rise to power, you guys started to notice, we talked about this before, but like adventurers going missing and dying and winding up at that inn you were staying at, because that's where they were processing a lot of the dead for the adventurers. So you noticed that, like, that's kind of gone away, and you're starting to see a lot more people in the streets and shops opening up. And, just like every day, the birds sing a little bit more and the sun shines a little bit brighter. And there's no longer, checkpoints on every entrance to whatever districts. And, but there are watchmen everywhere. The whole city has been the whole city guard has almost been entirely replaced by watchmen. And you're not sure why. You haven't talked to any of the open lords yet about it. But the city's maintaining. Safety's at an all-time high, but so are beatings by giant mechanical brutes, like so.
Yeah, the streets were safe in Soviet Union too.
Right, that's exactly correct. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. So yeah,
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
That's exactly the kind of atmosphere that you're existing in right now. Not only is Waterdeep in turmoil, but you guys remember killing, or not, you guys didn't kill, but the bad guys basically killed Xanathar and left a bunch of goblins in charge of Skullport. So underneath Waterdeep is also in turmoil as well. There's political vacuums across the whole entire thing, So who knows what's going on down there? Good Lord. Could be chaos down there for all you know. And anytime you guys go to the tavern, they just hail and sing praises about the Wedding Crashers. Bards already have, songs written up about the Goliath and, the paladin, the blue flame of
That's so
Tyr.
cool.
And so yeah, like, the Yawning Portal speaks of your adventures. You've finally done it. You've made a name for yourselves in Waterdeep.
Is there a way you can get like Sono to make up songs about that stuff to play in the background?
I totally could. I could write some songs up and get Sono to play them. That'd be fun. So yeah, so next time we join, we'll do some more political fallout and
Undead smashing.
undead smashing. Yeah, let me roll a quick d10 here.
Favorite part.
6.
If I don't taste some blood pretty soon, I'm gonna have to go out and take out the townspeople.
You guys, when you guys are
Bring them in
out-
and worship and then just slaughter them.
Yeah, I'm gonna become a false god. Like
Yeah,
Jim Jones.
a total paladin oathbreaker story arc would be
Yeah.
crazy.
Everyone take your
Um,
Kool-Aid.
Force Grey sees you at the tavern and starts, drinks with you and like earns you high praise. And because people see you with them, You gain a +1 morale bonus, which gives you a +1 to all charisma checks in Waterdeep for the next week.
Nice.
So
That's to who?
that's to all of you. You all get a +1 to charisma checks with Waterdeep citizens for the next week.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Where am I gonna put that?
Yeah, wherever you can remember.
One.
It's not a whole lot, but I mean, maybe a little bit of oomph. You know, the city
Yeah.
recognizes. Real recognizes real. All right, well, good job actually making it through my 8 tabs of and kind of making your own way. That was wonderful. I liked.
that was
I kind
a
of
lot
liked
of
the
fun.
flow.
Yeah, that was great.
A lot of role play. We kind of avoided a little bit of combat, which is okay. I think if you would have done combat by yourselves, it would have taken a little longer and it would have been a little bit more drawn out. So I kind of liked how everything panned out in the end. So
Brew
Yeah.
wanted to destroy the Thor or the temple. of
Yes, I
Cyril.
did.
That's what it,
I'm gonna tear this place apart to get my
Bring
friend.
down the turret.
I'm gonna turn.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
great. I liked it. I liked a little breather with some RP. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
After the last time, yeah.
Yeah, after 2 hours of battle, that was a huge one. But yeah, thanks for playing and thanks for joining us at home if you're joining us, and thanks to Mage for dropping a sub on us. That we appreciate that.
Thank you.
And you can join
Yeah.
us next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, for more D&D. We try to do it every week. We might miss every once in a while, but we do a good job for a group of adults. You know, we're doing good.
Yep.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, have a
Bye.
good night. Bye. Much
Bye,
love.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go over some of our other photo resources we had. I forgot to bring this one up. Who there? Mrs. Meatball coming in with a subscription. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Meatball. Look, there's Lucian and his blue flame and the the holy figure using him as a religious icon. I thought that was a good arc for him. I think that was a good arc for Lucian. Kind of gave him something deeper to play on his religious aspects. With him being a paladin a tier, sometimes you have to question the judgments of high clerics. It's my boy Blue. And he's learned to control a little bit more. We're going to have to go through and homebrew a little bit of the blue flame and see what it does. To see what he role plays, whether it be defensive, offensive. We'll have to come into it. I think he'll come into it. But yeah, that's us. It's the Silver Flame Adventurers Guild. The Wedding Crashers, I guess they're known as. I guess we could change the title to the Wedding Crashers. Yeah, navigating post-apocalyptic Waterdeep. So like I said, you can tune in next week if you really like what you saw. Drop us a follow, hit the notification bell to let us know or let you know when we go live. Otherwise, you can join us in the Discord with ! Discord. And if you really liked what you saw and you really like the content we're producing here and you want to support the channel and MamaBot, just do like the others have done and drop us a subscription. Right now they are 35% off for the next probably 3 hours or so. So that's kind of cool. We're going to be doing lots of those in the future. So a future broadcast, look forward to some discounts on subs. Because I want to take advantage of it whenever I can. Let us see if there's anyone around for raid. Who do we got on? Gizmo. What's he doing? Free to RP.
You could just pull over like a normal person.
I could, but you've asked me to come pick you up.
I think that's pretty much it. I think that's what we're, you know
Excuse
what?
me for being excited and wanting to
Gizmo's
see
a former cult
my
member we
fiance.
played with on Unscripted. Unscripted is dead for now.
Okay, okay.
We'll see if it resurrects like the Lich. Otherwise, we're going to have to find a
Well,
new
under
RP
that tree.
server. But until then, thank you very much for joining us. Adios, amigos. Much love.
That's good, I guess.